Hey guys, you're watching That Tattoo Chick. I wanted to post a video about Christianity and Wicca and blending the two together. And the reason, I'm sorry, I've got a fly that's like buzzing around my head. So if I'm, waving around, y'all don't think anything of it because I'm just waving this fly away. Anyway, so this video is about Christianity and Wicca and blending the two together because I see a lot of pagans that Christianity is a sore subject for. Maybe because they came from Christian backgrounds, or some of the flack they've gotten from people who call themselves Christians, or just different things, different reasons. And what I wanted to say about that is that I believe it's possible to blend the two together. I've seen it done. Two people who are very close to me happen to be, they classify themselves as Christian witches. And that's fine. I think a lot of people that come to the craft are trying to break away from a lot of the more dogmatic religions, and that's fine. If you want to throw out everything from Christianity and just be pagan, that's what I did. I'm in no shape, form, or fashion Christian in any way. Strictly pagan. But, and that's okay if that's what you want to do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But, on the same note, I see nothing wrong with keeping some of the practices from Christianity in the craft. I see nothing wrong with that. And the main reason for this is because, in my view, paganism is supposed to be, and this is just my view, paganism is supposed to be a much more open, less dogmatic path than the book religions, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, stuff like that. And it's supposed to be more about the individual spirit. And so I see nothing wrong with someone choosing Jesus Christ or Muhammad or Yahweh or Jehovah or the Virgin Mary or anything like that. I see nothing wrong with them choosing those deities as their gods, or their pantheon. I see nothing wrong with that. Because in my opinion, the only face that you can put on God is the one that you put there. It's how you envision, deity. It's how it manifests in your daily life. How you choose to acknowledge it and whatnot. And so I don't see why many pagans are so adamant about excluding Christian practices from the craft. I really don't understand it, because if that's someone's spiritual path, then that's someone's spiritual path. That's up to them. It's up to them to lead their own way, and I don't believe anybody should be able to tell them that they're right or wrong. Me personally, my goddess is Diana, and my god is Bacchus. Plain and simple. There you have it. But I have some people that are very close to me that their god is Yahweh, and that's okay. In a lot of their rituals, they oh, that fly is driving me nuts. They use Hebrew script and stuff like that, and that's fine. I see nothing wrong with that. It's up to them. It's their path, and I'm not going to tell them that they're wrong. And I grew up in a Christian family myself, and they weren't very open about it. And they're still not. Religion is something that we don't really discuss with my family, because it just gets messy and gets out of hand, and it's just ridiculous. But I don't hold that against Christianity as a whole. I don't hold the actions of people who call themselves Christians against Christianity, if that makes any sense. Because to me, it's basically different paths to the same goal. So I don't see, causing someone else grief and causing someone else pain because they don't practice the exact same way that you do. I don't see the point in that. You have so many eclectic, pagans out there who borrow from so many different traditions, but when the subject of Christianity comes up, it's, they believe it's incompatible. It can't be mixed together, and it won't work. And I don't believe that that's the case, and I know that there are going to be some, fundamentalist pagans that are probably going to rip me apart for this video, but I don't care, just so you know. I don't believe that we should allow the actions of a few to shape how we see the whole, if that makes any sense. It'd be like the media, like the West Memphis 3, some kid practicing witchcraft, and then there's a murder that they couldn't even prove he committed, or actually several murders they couldn't even prove he committed, and it basically became a big witch hunt. And once again, witchcraft was smeared across the media as being something evil and dark when in fact it's not. So we can't let the actions of a few shape how we see the whole. And we can't let that bitterness towards Christianity to continue to grow, because if we do, then we will never be able to bridge the gap between Christianity and Wicca, and we will never be able to truly, come to terms with a lot of mistakes that have been made through the years, like the Salem witch trials and, the burning times, not to mention we will never be able to reach out and, if we continue to be so closed-minded towards it, we will never be able to reach out and show the world what kind of people that we really are. That we are not devil worshippers. We are not evil people. We don't want to harm people, So I definitely believe that Christianity and Wicca can be meshed together. And I think it's those people that are going to be able really to bridge the gap between pagans and Christians, because they understand both worlds. They understand both practices, both spiritualities, and they'll be able to reach out more to both sides than someone who's just pagan and talking about it like me. So, with that being said, I just wanted to post this little video about it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. Feel free to rant, or, congratulate me, or tell me I'm awesome, or tell me I'm stupid and don't know what I'm talking about, or, tell me whatever it is you feel the need to say. But I'm going to hop off here. Many blessings, and I'll see you guys around. Bye.